Hello and welcome to Kitchen Secrets with Surbhy. It's good to see you. In today's episode, I thought I'll show you how to make Kinnow or orange marmalade. Marmalade is a preserve and is similar to jam, but the good thing is it includes the fruit peel, the juice, and the pulp from the fruit. You can use any variety of citrus like limes, lemons, kinnows, grapefruit, several oranges, mandarin, etc. to make marmalade. It has a very vibrant and sweet flavor with an added aromatic bitterness that really grows on you. I have taken 5 ripe but firm kinnows. You can take any variety of oranges and this recipe should work well. I've taken 3 medium lemons here. Generally for every 250 grams of the pulp I add 1 lemon. But the amount of lemon juice can vary depending on how tart or tangy you would like your marmalade to be. Few strands of saffron for added flavor and goodness. This is an optional ingredient. 4 to 5 cardamom pods. I like to use whole as I don't want an overpowering flavor. You can use cardamom powder as well. Regular crystal sugar या घर वाला चीनी will be using the same amount of this sugar as the quantity of the orange pulp. If you don't like the flavor of cardamom or elaichi, you can also use cloves, cinnamon stick or star anise. I will start by preparing the kinnows. They have been washed and cleaned. We'll cut them into 2 halves and using a fork, we'll try to remove as many seeds as possible. You can maneuver the fork to remove the seeds. So here I have all the oranges जिनका seeds remove हो गया है. थोड़ा बहुत seeds रहता है तो it's okay. वो हम बाद में भी निकाल सकते हैं. Now I'm juicing the oranges manually and collecting the juice in a separate bowl. I'm not going to throw these away because अभी हमें इसका peel निकालना है. At this point, you can run a fork or a spoon through the juice to pick out any seeds. Once all the kinnows have been juiced, using a spoon, scrape off all the flesh from the inside of the fruit and mix it in the juice. If you see any tough strands, you may want to remove them. I've removed all the flesh from the oranges and this is what I have. So now I'm going to remove the white part or the pith from the oranges so I can use the peel or the rind. The pith or the white bit tends to be quite bitter, so make sure to remove it thoroughly. We are going to take out the pith from only 3 oranges and not all 5. Here are the peels of the 3 oranges from which we've removed the pith. I'm going to cut juliennes from the peel of 2 oranges. Juliennes are essentially long, thin strips. These are the juliennes from the 2 oranges. With the 1 remaining orange, I will chop it into small pieces. The peel and the juice are ready and I'm going to combine them. Take a weighing scale and weigh this mixture. As you can see, the weight is 675 grams. So to correspond to this weight, we'll take exactly the same amount of sugar. I've taken 675 grams of sugar in a heavy bottom pan and to this I have mixed the orange juice and pulp. Also add in the cardamom pods, the saffron and the juice from 3 lemons. Give it a good mix and place it on the small stove top on high heat. As soon as the pan is on the stove, I will place a plate in the freezer. This will help us test the marmalade for doneness. You will see a lot of foam on the top at this point. After the first boil, set the flame to low heat and let it sit. Stir well every 5 minutes in the next 20 minutes. This is how it looks after 15 minutes. As you can see, the peel and the pulp, they kind of look translucent. It's been 20 minutes and the marmalade has thickened in consistency. This is how the pulp looks at this point. It's softened and become more transparent, and it's time for us to do the first test. After I switch off the flame, I'm going to spoon a small amount of the marmalade mixture onto the cold plate and place it back into the freezer for 1 minute. Run your finger through the testing portion, and as we can see, the liquid has flooded back into the gap. This means that the marmalade requires more cooking. Switch the flame back on. Repeat the test every 5 minutes, making sure that the flame is off. It's been 35 minutes and I've tested the marmalade 3 times already. I've switched the flame off and I will run a quick test. Take some liquid onto the plate and put it back into the freezer for 1 minute. This is how the plate test looks, which clearly shows that how well the marmalade has set. This is the desired consistency like honey that we're looking for. Let it cool in the pan for a few hours. The marmalade has completely cooled down. I kept it out at room temperature for 5 hours. See how gorgeous the marmalade looks. This is the exact honey-like consistency that I look for in the marmalade. You can see the rind and the chunky fruit pieces in there. We can now pour it into a clean glass jar or a bottle, and this should keep well for up to 3 months or more in the refrigerator. I'm going to label the marmalade. You can also bottle it in smaller jars. As you can see, they look really pretty, which makes for a perfect gift for family and friends. It's a wonderful foolproof recipe and tastes great when slathered on hot toast. Great way to use this is you can add it to hot water to make tea infusions, citrus tea infusion. You can use it in bakes, milkshakes, grills, fruit-flavored yogurts, ice creams, marinades, salad dressings, etc. So as you can see, it's an incredibly versatile recipe and I'd love it if you give it a try. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for watching. Until I see you again next time, do take care.